This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. So today I'm going to show you this clip of Wack100 going back and forth with Trap Ross.
It was crazy because I was speaking with my brother Trap. We was talking about some business. And he said, Wack, you see my content? And I said, what content? He said, I'm going to send it to you. I said, Trap, my man Ghost brought this to our attention some time back on Clubhouse. I said, we're going to run it. As fast as I got off the phone with Trap, I got blitzed by akademiks. I said, oh, Lord, Trap just started a fire. Akademiks had me cornered. And this is a very touchy political situation for me. So I said, you know what? Trap put it out. We got to spread it. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? He do it for me. So I'm like, we're going to run the content on the 100 side, and I'm going to bring Ghost on in here because Ghost is from the Atlanta area. Ghost brought this content. So I believe a lot of things that Trap pointed out, it's been enhanced because we listened to the recording, but you know, the way the Trap style of like stopping and breaking it down and hold on, did y'all hear this? Let me rewind it. And him putting some clarity to what was said kind of changes the dynamics to what we hearing. So Ghost, is this what you heard, or did Trap allow you to pick up on a few more things?
I mean,
Goes this snitching.
I
This
feel,
snitching, bro.
yeah,
Right?
I feel like Trap wrapped it up real good. You know what I'm saying? He got the same type of standpoint I got from it. I feel like, and Trap can correct me if I'm wrong, but this how I feel. I feel like the biggest YSL slack is a YSL rat now, bro. Like, that's just that. I mean, do you agree, Trap? Do you feel like the biggest YSL slack that turned YSL rat?
All right, here's how I see it, and this is why I felt like I had the need to break this down, because I feel like Young Thug been going so hard on the anti-ratting thing and throwing Gunna under the bus. Here's the way I see it. I'm willing to concede that this isn't snitching. A lot of gangster guys are saying this ain't snitching, but if this ain't snitching, then you can't call Gunna a snitch. If you want to say Gunna a rat for taking a plea and saying yes, ma'am, then you got to say Thug a snitch too. I feel like you can't have it both ways. It points out the hypocrisy. So if street guys want to die on that hill and say this ain't snitching, then y'all can't be calling Gunna a snitch.
But did you
Well,
call Gunna a snitch? Did you call Gunna a snitch when that originally happened? Did you feel like he was a rat back then?
I personally don't believe Gunna's a snitch. He took an Alford plea, and Young Thug took a no contest plea on the RICO charge, but he took a guilty
right
plea.
there,
He
Trap.
took a guilty plea on the gang charge.
Stop right there, Trap. I don't give a if he what kind of plea he took. Within him taking that plea, he said the guns and drugs in that car ain't mine. Yes, YSL is a gang and all this other crazy. So I don't give what kind of plea, Trap. Are you saying that these things aren't classified as cooperate?
Hey, I feel like we got to clarify two things about Gunna's situation because
I'm
people keep
listening.
getting this mixed up. A lot of people keep saying, "Oh, you said the drugs in the car weren't yours, and it was only Young Thug in that car, so you tell him." But there was a third person in that car, so he
No, it
never
wasn't.
said there was as a third person there.
No, it wasn't.
There was, man. There was. I swear there was in the
Two
paperwork.
people in that car. But see, Trap, this how this go in the streets. If me, you, and academics get pulled over, this is the car. Don't nobody say this one, let them do their job. Don't nobody say nothing. Now, one of us know we got to claim it eventually when it come down to the wire. Bell out, start fighting the case. Good chance it might get dropped. Maybe we wipe it off. Wasn't no prints. Maybe we say the detail dude might let it there. Hell, I beat the case before because the car got valet parked before they found it. This is real talk. So you and the rules of the streets, you're not supposed to do that. Sorry, you're not supposed to do that. And Gunna openly claims rolling 60s. Like, he shocked me with it. Me and Blueface was shooting a video called First Class. He showed up. I shot the video in my neighborhood in the city of Pacoima, and he showed up. And with a bunch of dudes, I'm like, who's all these dudes? Said, Wack, you know I'm from 6-0. I'm like, you from what? And he told me this out his mouth. So ever since then, I took him as that.
Whack. But look though, okay, cool. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you on that point, right? So we're gonna just go strictly off your logic, right?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going off your logic. Off your logic, you look at Gunna as a rat, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you gotta look at Thug like a worse rat because Gunna didn't mention no names and Thug did, bro.
Let me just jump in real quick, because when Wack and Trap Lure Ross get into it, you know it's going to be detailed. They're debating some serious claims here, and new footage of Young Thug snitching is not a good look at all.
Thug mentioned two names. Thug mentioned Roscoe name and Lil Wayne name, bro.
What did he say about Lil Wayne?
Thug
Trap,
said,
what did he say about Lil Wayne?
Trap know exactly what he said.
He explained that Roscoe was carrying Lil Wayne's drugs. He said he brought Lil Wayne's drugs and he committed crimes every day. And he unexplained all of the beef. Now, Lil Wayne ain't, as far as I'm aware in this situation, and this is no disrespect, but Lil Wayne was the victim of a crime. There wasn't really anything to put on. Lil Wayne didn't retaliate. Lil Wayne didn't nobody up to have that tour bus. This was a record industry dispute that led into the streets. So there weren't really anything to tell on Lil Wayne for.
Trap, but that statement right there that Thug said about Wayne and Pee Wee, ain't that implicating both of them in drug trafficking?
You could see it that way. Now, look, I'm willing to concede. If we really bending over backwards and breaking our spines to defend Young Thug, you could say he was carrying a legal prescription drug for him. You could say he was carrying his medicinal.
We ain't doing that.
So here goes the thing, right? I wouldn't give a. If it was a 6-man there, you don't do no talking. And this ain't the rules for the civilians. This is just the rules for us. You know, you don't, when they find something in the car, you get what I'm saying? You don't go to, because the minute you're saying it wasn't mine, now you just excluded yourself and we got these other two people. That ain't how it works. Is YSL a game? Yes. And he knowing that they trying to classify it as an organized crime ring. That's a whole nother way. He did, Gunna did some telling.
That's fine. I'm willing to concede if that's telling on Gunna's behalf for him saying I didn't have the drugs.
That Trap, what the white dude and the black dude said. We going to Chat GPT. Dre, what is the definition of snitch?
I'll say the word snitch generally refers to snitch being a noun. Definition: a person who informs on someone, especially to the authorities, like the police. Informal and often derogatory. Used to describe someone who betrays others by revealing secrets or reporting wrongdoings. Snitch.
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. Anytime you've got someone like Wack100 speaking on paperwork or footage, it's always going to get attention. Add Trap Lil Ross to the mix, who's known for diving deep into timelines and facts, and now you've got two completely different angles going head to head. The footage in question, allegedly from way back in 2015, is raising eyebrows again, and people are split. Some feel like context is missing, others say the footage speaks for itself. But no matter where you land, what's clear is that the internet doesn't forget. In these kinds of situations, the word snitch gets thrown around heavy, and that label can stick even when the details are unclear. What makes this situation different is that you've got two voices with big followings and strong opinions. Wack is known for calling things out bluntly, while Trap Lil Ross is more analytical, so when they clash, it brings two very different energies. People watching this have to be careful not to jump to conclusions just based on loud arguments or edited clips. And let's be honest, most folks watching this weren't even aware of that 2015 footage until now. The internet has a way of digging things up and putting it back into the spotlight, whether it's fair or not. No one here is confirming anything, but it's safe to say that when old footage surfaces, people start looking at things differently. This conversation also shows how much hip-hop culture is changing, where not just music but legal history and public perception are part of the discussion. And in today's media age, when information moves this fast, debates like this aren't going away anytime soon. Okay, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment and also like this video. I'll see you in the next video.